Thank you, Claudine.
I was a little nervous, guys.
We are all nervous here. And yeah, we'll have a second icebreaker by someone who thinks that science is already changing our daily life. And we have a lot of information that's going to change our diet and the way we take care of ourselves. And it's going to happen also in the future. Edivaldo with icebreaker, just turning on your computer. Let's see it works. So happy we are having two icebreakers today, and it reminds me of my own too, a long time ago, where we did not have this kind of computers.
The cable.
And the other one.
The other.
HDMI.
Yeah.
Nice.
Francisco, it wasn't the first. It was connected to the VJ.
No.
Yeah, because I was looking for it.
Can you help me, please? I brought a specialist in Apple just to support Felipe.
Hey, Felipe. Felipe was a guest today, aren't you a guest today?
Yes.
Welcome at Toastmasters. Maybe you'll do your icebreaker next time here.
Yes. I'm trying to persuade.
Ooh.
I'm a very nervous person.
Yeah, that's part of it.
A heart attack, I can't.
Just minutes. Don't count.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
The question.
He answered the question, and he thinks that already science is changing our daily life, and it's going to change our diet and the way we take care of ourselves.
Yes.
And that's in the future. Do we have some else words on that before we start counting the time?
Yes, thank you. I'm delighted to be here and be able to talk about the subject that I will talk in just minutes. But about what you asked me, I think that technology, science is already helping us because we are able to take care of ourselves better and be able to see our results in medical reports, for example. It's amazing because then we can see what kind of food we can eat, what kind of food is best for us. So I think is it. So what I do now? I continue. Let's start. You can count now. Yes. How learning a foreign language transformed my life. So what happened? In 2009, my career started. In terms of language learning, because I realized there the importance of it in my life, the importance that it could have in my life. I think that just recently we as Brazilians, we discovered the possibility that we have being able to speak English. That is such an amazing language, and just now I realized how important it is for my career just 10 years ago. And Bill was there in the United States giving a speech already and chanting everybody. So I started my journey in 2009 learning French and English. I really say to you, don't do it. Because the sensation and the feeling of doing both languages at the same time doesn't work. At least for me, didn't work. Because French is more similar to Portuguese, and at the same time English is more similar to French in some way, if you analyze. Because during more than 200 years, France, in the centuries ago, they invaded England and ruled the country during more than 200 years. So because of it, nowadays we have such an influence of French into English. And then in 2015 was the moment that the sparkle ignited in my life, because I thought that I knew how to speak English already. in that moment. So then I prepared myself intensively and I went to the interview, to an English interview. My first opportunity having contact with the language directly. And that I was trying to speak English and getting nervous as I am right now, but in a different way, because now I know the words, I know how to structure things, and at that time was a complete mess, I need to confess. And I didn't got a job, and then the sparkle ignited me. I need to do something, I need to learn, how to learn. And then I started to research about how to learn a foreign language. It's totally different thing, because as Portuguese speakers, learning a subject that we already are used to in learning in Portuguese is one thing. Learning English is a totally different environment. And I went to the internet, to the famous YouTube and many other resources online. They are amazing. And then we have, then I had the opportunity to research about how to learn. And I did it during 2 years. And my family saw my effort in, let me change for it. And then my family saw my effort in that I was doing learning the other language, that was English, and I was really studying from 6 in the morning to 10, and then going to work was pretty challenging, but I was committed in doing that. And in 2017, I received as a gift, my 30 years old gift was to go to Ireland for an interchange. I stayed there for 26 days, was amazing and was shocking. And imagine yourself, was my first time abroad. I never had this opportunity to go abroad. It's not the same thing to go to Fortaleza, where I'm from, because here we rely in the other Brazilians. Of course, we speak Portuguese, and it's easier. And there I was, there in another country. I think that Brazilians, they love Ireland, because I was walking in the streets and I looked, oh, they are speaking in Portuguese. So, but I avoided as much as possible to stay with Brazilians. I had, I think, 6 or 7 in my class, and I said, guys, I love you. You are my my fellow Brazilians, but I need to make friends with other nations, with other people from other nations. So there I was trying to improve my English with Italian. That is pretty different, their accent, and French people, and Mexican people, and so on. And nowadays I take education as a hobby. I really think that being able to speak, read, listen, and to, let me see, reading, listening, I forgot, oh my God. Writing and speaking, thank you so much. And I think that we need to develop the 4 skills in the same way that we have in Portuguese. They are crucial if you really want to take seriously the fluency goal. So that was my goal. I think that nowadays I really need to improve my speaking skills in terms of giving a speech. Because of it, I'm here. I think that Toastmasters is an amazing place to help me with this endeavor that is totally another thing of learning a language. I'm really delighted to be here and grateful for this opportunity. Thank you, guys.